Hi, good morning. It's been a few days since I did my last video chat. We were so busy traveling. I had every intention of A, working while I was traveling, and B, hopping on here to do more vlogs and video posts while I was traveling, and that absolutely did not happen. I am learning my traveling limits and what I can and can't do well, and this trip was one to reconnect with very dear friends and family and to spend time with my son, and so that's what I focused on this last week. And now I'm back and I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I've spent the past 2 days catching up on work and catching up on family stuff and packing my son back up to head off on another quick trip with my parents. And so today's the first day that I've had time to sit back down and record a video. So, what I wanted to share with you all today is that last night I couldn't fall asleep. I'm typically a really, really great sleeper. Once I'm asleep, I stay asleep. I toss and turn sometimes, but I don't actually wake up and realize that I'm awake the majority of the time. But last night was an exception. First of all, I didn't fall asleep I didn't even go to bed till almost 2 a.m. I was completely wired. And when I went to sleep, I couldn't fall asleep. And I think it was one of those nights where sometimes you fall asleep and then you wake back up and don't think that you've been asleep at all. You feel like you've been awake the whole time. So it was one of those nights for me. And part of the reason is that I just, thoughts kept swirling in my brain about social media and about the influence that we all have because social media allows us a platform to speak and to be heard and to share our opinions. I think that's a wonderful thing. I think it's great that we all have the freedom and ability to share our thoughts and our heart and our ideas. However, my caution to all of us and to myself is this point that I actually thought of last night. And I even reached over to my nightstand and grabbed my phone, or my bedside table, and grabbed my phone and kind of ducked under the covers and turned on my phone and made a little note so that I wouldn't wake up my husband. But what I wanted to share and what came to me last night is that deep personal conviction in the absence of deeply relational conversations serve only to steal the beauty and authenticity that results from a life lived in community with others. What that means is that our personal convictions, while wonderful and necessary to guide us and steer our moral compass and to steer our ships in the right direction, if we tout those, if we spend all of our time making sure that everybody else knows where we stand all the time, then sometimes that serves to only shut down conversations that we could otherwise have with people one-on-one and in a place of mutual respect and of mutual appreciation for our humanity and for the fact that we are children of God, every single one of us. And I have a friend who posted something last week, and what she said is that we are all children of God. And in the Bible, it talks about it is better for one of us to tie a millstone around our neck and throw ourselves into the ocean than to cause any one of God's children to stumble. And right now, because we all have this deep conviction and this deep drive to share our beliefs on a platform that can not only seem disingenuous, but that can also seem hostile, we often close off conversations with other people who are otherwise interested in hearing our hearts and hearing what we have to say and interested in seeing the love that we have for others. So I'm not, this comes from a place of deep love for so many people, to just caution us all to be willing to have eyes to see and to have ears to hear and to have a heart that is just bursting with love for others, the kind of love that Jesus had for other people too. And I don't hit the mark, goodness knows, I fall short all the time. But I also believe that we have a responsibility right now in our culture and where we are to take time to listen and to take time to hear and to really just take time to love others, because that is what my Jesus did for me. He loved me when I'm not good enough to be loved. And the idea that I don't know. I can't follow that up with something quippy or something great. The bottom line is that we are all just deeply, deeply loved. And if we don't deeply, deeply love other people, then if we call ourselves a person of faith, I think that we are doing our faith a great injustice. So this is my video blog post for the day, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you are challenged this week to walk out whatever your faith looks like in a way that honors the Lord and that honors others.